Yeah, lucky to not get a score off that, because it was some really good ball movement.
As it was a great look, and Chantel Okoli at the other end for England puts them up 3. And ball's knocked out of bounds, going to stay Ireland ball. Delaney. Mulcair. Guarded by Okoli. What a pass inside and finish by McGonagall. That was a perfect pass.
Yeah, it really was a great cut as well. But I mean, to be fair, so far we have seen some good ball movement from Ireland, seen some good offense. They've just not been able to take the lid off, but hopefully that'll be the end of that.
As Smith drives inside, whistle on the play, and Smith will head back to the foul line.
Yeah, we just spoke about, I mean, Satira Smith, who just said she was a presence already. She got onto the line twice. So, I mean, Ireland are going to get in a bit of foul trouble if they can't look to stop that early. They just need to kind of get in front of it, get their hands up instead of trying to block the shot.
As Smith hits the free throw, gets her first points of the game. A player that's represented South at the under-13 level at Aspire a couple of years ago. 2 of 2 from the line, and England go up 5-2 here in the first quarter. Hawken. Drury. Over to McGonagall. Back inside to Drury. Drury working underneath the hoop. She's going to go to the line. And Taylor Drury, playing under 15 and under 16 for the Messiahs Basketball Club this season in Ireland.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That's what she just said. I mean, I think her and Satira Smith was going to be a really good matchup this game. Both just really strong inside presences. I'd like to see them two guard each other, to be honest.
It's going to be a fun matchup, isn't it,
It really
to watch. And second one bounces off. Malik swings it round. Okoli going inside, tough shot, and Okoli will go to the line.
It feels like all you've said so far this game is goes line, because England just somehow manage it every time to find their way to the rack and get in, do you know what I mean, drawing the Ireland players in and forcing them to foul. So maybe a lack of miscommunication from Ireland. Maybe just need to speak a bit more in defense so they aren't on the back foot, but we'll see.
And so teams have got 3 games across this weekend. They'll be playing England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, a combination of all 3. And the whole tournament this weekend, it's a really good learning experience as well for players to play at that international level. Like you said, play against high competition. As a drive to the basket. McGonagall's shot doesn't go, but Ireland get the rebound. Drury inside, powers her way in.
Yeah, great finish there.
Dunkley out to Okoli. Okoli, no good, but Cornford's there for the rebound.
Does that go down as an assist?
I say yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm not an official statistician, as Chantel Okoli steals the ball and puts it in the basket. And that's what Okoli does so well. She was out here at Junior Final Fours recently, picking up the MVP award at the under-14s level. But a player that she reads those passing lanes, and she's a scorer, isn't she?
Yeah, she really is. I mean, we've seen so far already. I mean, 5 points. 5 points, sorry, it's a bit delayed, the live stats. But yeah, 5 points already today. I mean, we're only 4 minutes in. We've seen her just drive. She drives strong. She's able to kind of create the space. Even when there's a defender there, she knows she might need to slow down. She might need to speed up. But yeah, she's able to find a way to the rack every time. So we'll definitely be seeing a lot of points being put up by her today.
So we've just had a timeout called by Ireland head coach Ian Lynch. Wants to talk things over with his team. It's a 10-4 lead for England over Ireland, with 6:58 to play in the first quarter. But let's take a look over on court 1. So we've got the Scotland girls and the Wales girls playing against each other. Scotland have a 10-2 lead at the moment, and they've been led by 6 points from Grace Alexander. And if anyone was at the under-14s tournament last year and saw Grace Alexander out there, that's no surprise, is it? She's a flat-out scorer.
Yeah, she really is. And we saw her put up loads of points last weekend. I mean, sorry, last year. yeah, we'll see a lot more like today. As you said already, 6 points.
And you can catch the Scotland girls playing against the England girls here on court 2 at 3 o'clock today. And Isha, this is it's not, teams aren't just playing one game here. They're going to be playing like multiple games throughout the day. And that's something to kind of get used to, isn't it? Because that's kind of difficult. You've got a couple of hours rest in between, but you've got to go again and scout a different team.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we spoke about it a bit at Final Fours, because obviously there's some players who are playing double age groups, and it's kind of a similar thing, but this type of competition as well, you're playing against national teams, you know what I mean? They're not, no disrespect to Final Fours competitions, but this is the best of the best at the moment who are out on the court today. So things like stretching, eating right, just rest, all that's going to be so important, because it all affects the way you play on the court.
As Okoli drives to the basket, doesn't go. Dunkley's there for the rebound. And Ireland's come away with it. And it's all about that preparation, isn't it? The preparation for the next level and learning things like that. So you're learning on the court, but also off the court.
Yeah, exactly. Because like playing basketball is not just what you do on the court, it's everything around it. I think it definitely now nowadays as well, they look at things like, I don't know, health, nutrition, things like sleep, whatever. I mean, LeBron, the amount of money that he spends on...
It's $1 million a year on his body, isn't it?
It is.
And we'll see Claudia Brents check in for Ireland for the first time. Taylor Drury heads to the bench. Malik into Smith inside, and Smith again draws the foul, and you can see that connection there between Smith and Malik has been working so well. And these are players that don't play on their teams at National League together. They've had to learn it through the camp, so it's again you're learning to play with players you wouldn't normally. But Malik and Smith there, that connection seems like it's like they've been playing together for ages.
Oh, I know, yeah. I mean, to be fair to them as well, they've probably only had a couple of days, maybe had like a couple of days training camp playing together. So it really is playing with strangers, but they just know where each other is. I mean, Moja Malik's always going to drive strong, but she has that court vision. So obviously, Satira Smith, she just knows, she's going to cut. She knows that she can read where her defender is and just able to get her every time.
And expect the ball she's driving inside.
Exactly.
So we see Molly Windle into the game for England for the first time. As Smith gets the roll on the free throw, takes her up to 3 points.
Another player who we saw at Final Fours the other weekend.
Yeah, as Okoli again steals the ball, reverse layup, and Chantal Okoli putting on a show here early on. As England picking up full court, will be called for the reaching foul.
Yeah, I mean, she just put her hands up there because I think she knew, yourself sometimes. She put on a lot of pressure, but maybe just a little bit too much that time. But as a coach, you can live with that because at least she's being aggressive.
Hawken looks to get it over the line. She does. Hands off to Courtney. Courtney into the corner. Delaney. And intercepted by Kacinda into the first game is Taz Kacinda as Moja Malik on the break finishes for England. And England picking up full court here, putting the pressure on. And fadeaway doesn't fall for Ireland, but a strong rebound there from Courtney. Hawken picks up her own rebound. Ball's loose on the floor, and it will be a jump ball called. Will go the way of England.
I mean, that was a really good possession from Ireland, the amount of rebounds they get. And we have seen them on both sides of the floor. Whilst the scoreboard might not necessarily reflect that currently, but we've seen them get a lot of aggressive rebounds.
Yeah.
And things like that, obviously, they don't show up on the stat sheet like one aggressive rebound. But you know what I mean? We've seen it, us watching, so.
Absolutely. And that's the important thing, isn't it? Like, at this level as well, as we said, players are learning, and you're not going to get the ball in the basket every single time, but it's a case of, are you getting into good positions? Are you getting those offensive rebounds? Are you drawing the foul, as Moja Malik has done there?
Exactly. It's doing all the extra things. Like, that's what coach want to look for. You know what I mean? If you've got the skill, but you don't have the passion, if you're not going to get on the floor when there's a loose ball, then not that there's no point, but...
You want to see
that.
Exactly.
That's what
you
really do.
See, isn't it? So Malik at the line for 2. And Ireland over the limit on team fouls, so fouls will put England at the line for the rest of the quarter. Moja Malik playing for the Manchester Mystics, playing under 16 Mystics this season, as second free throw's good, and we'll see a substitution as Alessia Dinu subs in for England. So Tyra Smith takes a well-deserved break as she heads to the bench with 3 points and 4 rebounds.
Yeah, she's done a great job so far today. Be a really good day of basketball from her if she keeps it up.
And we'll see Ema Kiley in for Ireland for the first time.
It's going to stay Ireland ball. Stolen by Taz Kacinda. Just able to slow it down and, oh, unlucky. Moja Malik's there to clean up the glass though. Great defensive pressure from Taz Kacinda just to force that turnover there.
And Dinu hands off to Okoli. Okoli racing to the basket. She's so fast, isn't she? She's just like, she's down the court. She's putting the ball in the hoop as Malik steals on the inbound and puts it in. And you see the length of Moja Malik, use that really long wingspan. She's a really tough defender as Ireland will go to the line. Sophia Mulcair will be shooting too as England calls for the foul. But Moja Malik, the defensive pressure she puts on, like I said, using that wingspan makes it really difficult for players to get around her.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, even when she's having an off game, even when she's having an off game offensively, and her off game is somebody's good game. But like on defensively, as you say, her pressures are there. As soon as the game started, we saw that pressure she was putting on. I mean, the Ireland players struggling to get around her because she's quick with her feet, and even when they do get past her, she's able to just kind of pick the pocket, as they say. But having that combination of Moja Malik and Chantel Okoli is lethal. It really is. I mean, you've got scorers all around in this England team.
It is, and I think if you're an England, a GB fan as well, that's a really exciting prospect for the future. For you know, these are players as well that we could be seeing on the senior team in quite a few years' time. As shot doesn't drop, Amelia May Wesley Marion will go to the line.
Yeah, that almost looked like it was going to go in. That would have been wild.
So Wesley Marion at the foul line. She's playing her basketball for Northants Basketball Club this season. She was the Dynamic Schools Conference Finals Under-14 MVP earlier this month when she had the outrageous stat line, Isha, of 35 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists and 8 steals.
Wow.
So that's what she can do.
That is crazy. But we've seen some really outrageous steal stat lines recently, haven't we?
We have. I feel like this season especially, like the players have been coming up really big defensively. So Delaney has Brent spinning inside and chased down by Wall. Back into Brent. Brent finds Hawken outside the line, spins in, and Sarah Hawken with a big 3 for Ireland. And that was great ball movement for Ireland. Didn't get the first shot, got the offensive rebound. Hawken finds space behind the line.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to love the way that this Ireland team play, because we've seen it so many times already. Their ball movement's been great. They've been able to get the shots, but they've just not been able to take the lid off. That last possession, missed a shot. They didn't give up. Someone was there to get the rebound, kicked it back out, and then there you go. They got a score off it. So you just love the way that they play so far.
And you got to keep working, haven't you? You've just got to keep working, get those rebounds. So 6 offensive rebounds and 5 second chance points for Ireland, showing how it's working.